Let's talk woman to woman. You can have flawless makeup, a stunning outfit, and a graceful stride, but one tiny hygiene slip-up, and suddenly that polished image unravels. What's worse, you may not even realize it's happening. After 60, our bodies don't behave the way they used to. They change quietly, subtly, and yes, even smell differently. And while no one may say it to your face, trust me, people notice. That's why today, I'm going to walk you through 7 hygiene mistakes that doctors warn are surprisingly common among older women and how to fix them starting now. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, what's one personal care routine you swear by? I'd love to hear your secret tips. And make sure to subscribe if you want honest, judgment-free advice about aging with elegance. Stay with me until the end, because the final mistake is the sneakiest one, and it may be sabotaging your scent every single day without you realizing it. 1. Skipping the hidden spots during showers. Let's start with one of the most overlooked hygiene mistakes, missing the hidden areas of your body during showers. When I was younger, a quick rinse, a little soap on the obvious spots, and I was good to go. But what no one warned me is that after 60, our skin changes in ways that make those shortcuts costly. The glands that control sweat and oil, especially the apocrine ones in your armpits and groin, start behaving differently as estrogen declines. Suddenly, areas you never worried about before become prime real estate for odor-causing bacteria. And here's the thing, we also gain more folds in places we didn't have them before, under the breasts, beneath the belly, even behind the ears. Moisture collects, skin touches skin, and before you know it, odor settles in. I remember standing at my granddaughter's birthday party, dressed up and smiling, when I caught a faint whiff of something sour. At first, I blamed the garbage bin. But later that evening, in the quiet of my room, I realized it had been me. I had rushed my shower that morning, skipping a few spots I thought were fine. It was embarrassing, but it was also a wake-up call. Doctors recommend we slow down in the shower and be intentional. I now use a soft washcloth, a gentle cleanser, and focus especially on areas that fold or stay damp. When I step out, I pat, not rub, my skin dry, and in the summer, I lightly dust cornstarch-based powder under my bust. It makes a world of difference. Comment one below if you've ever skipped a spot and later regretted it, and don't be shy. You're not alone. And if you're finding this helpful already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another tip that truly matters. 2. Wearing the same bra or clothes for too long. Now let's talk about something that almost every woman does without thinking, and it's costing us more than we realize. I used to believe that unless my bra looked stained or smelled bad, I could wear it for days, sometimes even a week. After all, I wasn't working out or doing anything strenuous. I was just living. But I couldn't have been more wrong. What no one tells you is that even light activity like moving around the house, cooking, or dealing with hot flashes causes your body to release sweat, oils, and dead skin cells. And guess what? All of that gets trapped in your clothes, especially your bra. After menopause, our bodies continue to sweat even if we don't feel it the same way we used to. The bust area is particularly vulnerable, with fabric pressing against warm skin all day. Bacteria loves this environment. That's why doctors now recommend washing your bra every 2 to 3 wears, even if you just stayed home. The same goes for tops and cardigans. I used to hang things back up thinking, I'll wear that again tomorrow. But all I was doing was hanging up fabric full of invisible buildup. These days, I use a simple system. One laundry basket just for lightly worn clothes. Once I've worn an item twice, it goes straight to the wash, no debate. Comment too if you've ever lost track of how many times you wore something before washing it. We've all done it. And while you're here, make sure to subscribe so you always get practical advice that actually makes your daily life easier. 3. Avoiding deodorant due to natural living trends. This one might feel a little sensitive, but it's something we need to be honest about, especially with so many women, myself included, trying to live a more natural lifestyle after 60. A few years ago, I stopped using deodorant altogether. I had read all the headlines, aluminum is bad, your lymph nodes need to breathe, deodorant clogs your pores. I thought I was doing something smart, clean, even empowering. But what I didn't realize is that after menopause, our sweat changes. The apocrine glands in our underarms and groin still produce sweat, but now that sweat contains more proteins and fats, and those are exactly what bacteria feed on. So the odor becomes stronger, and no amount of detoxing will stop that. I'll never forget the day it hit me. I was at church, leaning over to hand a hymnal to the woman next to me. She flinched, just slightly, but enough for me to notice. My stomach dropped. I came home, sat on the edge of my bed, and cried. Then I laughed. Then I bought deodorant. And not just any deodorant. I found one that was gentle, made with magnesium and tea tree oil, and didn't irritate my skin. It worked, and I haven't looked back. Living naturally doesn't mean living smelly. It means being smart, listening to your body, and knowing where to make adjustments. Comment 3 if you've ever tried going deodorant-free and had a moment like mine, and no judgment if you have. And while you're here, hit subscribe so you never miss more honest, real talk that makes aging feel a little less confusing and a lot more empowering. For not changing bed sheets and pillowcases often enough. Let's move into the bedroom, because what happens there can quietly undo all your best hygiene efforts. For years, I thought my sheets were fine as long as they looked clean. I changed them every 2 or 3 weeks, maybe less if I'd been especially tired. I figured, I'm not dirty. I shower. I just sleep here. But what I didn't realize is that even in sleep, our bodies are busy. We sweat. We shed skin. Our hair releases oils. And during or after menopause, the night sweats? They're no joke. The truth is, those soft, cozy sheets can quickly turn into breeding grounds for bacteria, mites, and funky odors, especially pillowcases, where face oils and hair product residue collect night after night. It started subtly for me. My hair began to smell odd, even after washing. And every morning, I'd wake up feeling a little sticky, like I wasn't as clean as I had been the night before. That's when my doctor told me, bacteria builds up in fabric faster than you think. Since then, I've changed my habits. I swap pillowcases every 3 to 4 days and wash my sheets weekly no matter what. I even keep fresh pillowcases in a drawer beside the bed, so there are no excuses. A splash of white vinegar in the wash cycle helps kill odor-causing bacteria naturally. And trust me, nothing feels better than slipping into clean sheets at night. Comment below if you've ever had that odd moment when you wondered, why do I feel grimy even after a shower? And don't forget to subscribe if you're ready to sleep fresher, cleaner, and healthier, one simple habit at a time. 5. Ignoring oral hygiene, especially at night. Let me tell you, this one hits closer to home than I care to admit. For a while, I thought that brushing my teeth in the morning was enough. After all, I wasn't eating after dinner, and if I was tired, why bother with a full routine at bedtime? I'd rinse my mouth, maybe swish a little water, and climb into bed. But what I didn't realize is that oral hygiene becomes even more critical with age. As we get older, our saliva production naturally slows down, and if you're on medications like blood pressure pills, antidepressants, or antihistamines, it gets even worse. Less saliva means less natural cleaning, which allows bacteria to thrive overnight. I began waking up with a strange, sour taste in my mouth. It wasn't until my dentist explained that the bacteria in my mouth were releasing sulfur compounds while I slept that I truly understood the issue. Worse still, I had a dear friend who slept in her dentures and developed a painful fungal infection under her upper plate. That was a wake-up call for both of us. Now, I never skip my nightly routine. I floss, brush my teeth and tongue, rinse with an alcohol-free mouthwash, and if I wear dentures, I take them out and soak them every single night. It's not just about fresh breath, it's about protecting your health from the inside out. Comment 5 if you've ever cut corners on your nighttime routine and paid the price in the morning. And please subscribe if you want more honest reminders like this, because good hygiene isn't about perfection, it's about consistency and care. 6. Using scented sprays to cover up odor instead of treating it. This one brings back memories, ones I'm not exactly proud of. There was a time when I treated body spray like a magical fix. A few spritzes here and there, under the arms, behind the knees, maybe on my blouse, and I'd feel fresh, even if I hadn't showered properly. And I wasn't the only one. Many of my friends in their 60s and 70s do the same. We grew up in an era where scent was part of being put together. But here's the harsh truth. Fragrance doesn't erase odor, it just masks it. And over time, that sweet lavender or rose mist ends up mixing with bacteria, creating something far worse. A scent that says, "I'm trying to hide something," and it's more noticeable than you think. As we age, our skin becomes more delicate and drier. Most sprays contain alcohol, which further irritates aging skin and disrupts its natural microbiome, the very layer that helps keep us balanced and odor-free. One day, I noticed a rash developing near my underarm. That was the moment I realized I wasn't helping myself, I was harming my skin. Now, I do things differently. I focus on real cleanliness with an unscented, antibacterial body wash. And if I want to smell nice, I dab a little essential oil on my scarf or the ends of my hair, never on my skin. It's subtle, elegant, and doesn't fight with my body's chemistry. Comment 6 if you've ever relied on perfume instead of a good clean, or if you've experienced sensitivity from a body spray. And please subscribe if you're ready to trade quick fixes for smart, gentle routines that actually work. 7. Not drinking enough water, which makes everything smell worse. Now here's the one that truly caught me off guard because it seems so unrelated, yet it affects everything. For years, I believed I was hydrating just fine. A cup of tea in the morning, maybe some juice with lunch, and a glass of water at dinner. I wasn't thirsty, so I assumed my body had what it needed. But what I didn't know is that dehydration doesn't always feel like thirst, especially as we age. And when you don't drink enough water, your body starts pushing waste out through other methods, like your sweat, your breath, and your urine. That's when the smells creep in. I remember a conversation with my doctor during a routine checkup. He said, "Your skin looks tired and your mouth is dry. How much water are you really drinking?" That question stayed with me. I started tracking my water intake, and sure enough, I wasn't even getting half of what I needed. Once I made a change, keeping a glass water bottle by my side, adding slices of cucumber or lemon for a little flair, I noticed subtle but powerful shifts. My breath felt fresher. My skin looked brighter. Even my sweat smelled less harsh. Staying hydrated helps your kidneys flush out toxins instead of letting them seep through your skin. Comment 7 if you know you don't drink enough water some days. It happens to the best of us. And if this surprised you, hit subscribe so you don't miss the lesser-known truths that could be quietly changing how you feel, smell, and age. And there you have it, my dear, 7 hygiene mistakes that older women often make without even realizing it, each one with the power to quietly affect how we feel and how others perceive us. But here's the good news. Every single one of these is fixable. None of this is about shame. It's about awareness. It's about reclaiming your confidence and recognizing that even small adjustments, like changing your pillowcase midweek or drinking another glass of water, can shift how fresh, clean, and radiant you feel in your own skin. If this video opened your eyes or made you rethink a habit, please hit the like button so we know it helped. Leave a comment below telling me which habit you're going to work on first. Just write the number, and I'll be reading every single one. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more honest, practical, and heartfelt advice from someone who's walked this path and learned along the way. Aging gracefully doesn't mean being perfect. It means being intentional, curious, and kind to yourself. And one last thing, if you haven't already, sign up for the Our channel. It's packed with tips, truths, and stories that no one else talks about, but every smart woman over 60 deserves to know. Stay fresh. Stay fabulous. And remember, you've still got time to become the woman you always wanted to be.